Yeah.
You have a Galio, you have full dive otherwise.
Do you ever talk about team comps like a certain vintage? Oh, we have a 2019 G2.
I mean, all we're missing is like a Nautilus mid or something. Let's go SkewMond in 20 seconds as they spawn. Caps also with level 6. I mean, we already talked about the globality. Is that a word?
It is now. It's a neologism, inventing a new word.
The globality of this comp. It sounds like such a, powerful world.
The
Glad we're underway. It's 8 minutes into the game. There's no forced movements. Caps is looking for something. There's an ulti. It's nice from Larssen. The flash away from Caps means he's in trouble. Larssen matches it into Caps. The ulti's going to be popped, but there he gets pulled off a little bit early. SkewMond comes flying in as well. The Pantheon with good momentum to chase the True Shot Barrage. Only going to tag a bit. Here's Malrang with the ulti, but it's a little late, and it's against a statue. Caps on the Weaver's wall. He's got about a minute 30-ish to go.
Might have an angle onto him here.
Might indeed, because Caps has no flash. Permafrost with Larssen able to hit and free hit would be good, but SkewMond in the way. This turns into a 2v2 where for SkewMond, as he's flashed on by Malrang, he still has the damage. Malrang looks too ambitiously and stares death in the eye. SkewMond with first blood as Adam made the roam up and gets one for himself. The hero of Rogue. Available, and this first item's really across the board as well as the Hollow Radiance on Broken Blade. He likes to all in now, and against Adam, he uses Shirelias in response. Gets a good trade back, but there is some lettuce in the river. She's going to be taken up by G2's top laner while Rogue are focusing on the Herald for now. Caps is indeed. He gets shuffled back and caught out. Caps dead. Shut down over to Malrang. Teleport going to be burned towards top. Adam comes in, but G2 have lost their mid laner.
We had a bit of an issue with Syzygy back when we had that. SkewMond jumped onto. Not starting the fight just yet. Herald summon in mid lane, looking to break open the map. Of course, Rogue no real pressure in this mid lane just yet.
There's no Syzygy with this play, actually. SkewMond's caught out, but he buys some time, gets a stun down. The hero's entrance is good, and I was going to say that, but SkewMond survived so much longer than I thought. Rogue couldn't get the damage committed, and they're probably just not at the point yet. Larssen sped up by the Auroras. Labrov sets up with the quickness and the all-in. It's perfectly done. SkewMond again just refuses to save. Die! Broken Blade has to flash out in the end, but he's okay. A permafrost followed by Rogue's Malrang, but G2 have won the play, and they've won it off the back of singular members.
Wonderful engage there from G2. That's going to stop any kind of gain that happened with that Herald there. In fact, Rogue are going to lose their own mid lane turret, and G2 now have every single outer turret now. More about it. That's a good power spike. Of course, caught up very early in that last play. Rogue quickly taking the dragon down.
Well, SkewMond is going to face check this. Going for a 50-50 is like where we start. XQ tries to get in the way, but G2 do not. They leave it as 2 for 2 dragons in the game, as G2 also have the inside track towards mid. Adam trying to get there first, but Rogue are all spotted out. Moving through Tri-Brush on a ward.
Ezreal trying to clear out a bit of that mid wave. G2 do have a lot of tools still to start fights. They can Pantheon ult if they really find someone on vision. You got the Taliyah ult as well. When you leave an objective like that as Dragon, you do need to be very careful. You're not leaving.
Hans Sama is out of the blue, and they're just going to leave Artican for now. G2 looking to draw in Rogue a little bit closer.
Broken Blade on the flank will be spotted. Oh, here comes Pantheon.
He just rolls on in, onto Adam, onto Larssen. Who do you want? He finds the mid laner, and with the hero's entrance as well, Broken Blade zones out the whole fight. XQ doesn't get a chance. Shield of Durand, a false turret behind them, but gives no inspiration to Patrik. He drops like a fly as Labrov is the opposite answer. 2 for 1, bot laners get it hard. With Tri-Brush control just lost as well. SkewMond, okay, now they spot him out, but the Smite's going to come down, and GA acquired. G2 with another big back play.
I love this kind of information against a team that punishes you for not having information.
Very true.
G2, very clean game, and here come the ultimates.
Yeah, Larssen, who was once killing, is now going to be frilling because he's up against a turret with no hope. The full dive comes online, and this is what G2's comp was built for. You say Ed2. I say G2 are still cleaning house.
Clean use of the ultimates, G2. Because what else can he do? He can maybe head over towards the Baron, but without the Azir, you can't really fight. You're looking for a steal at best.
Broken Blade's getting the zone. Malrang gets nowhere near it. That level 13. It's a level and a half down, and you just see how hard it is for Jungle to play the game. Shield of Durand is going to be a 1, only 1, but for Broken Blade at half HP, he's taken next to no damage. He's bought time. Execute with the depth charge, but Baron now down. Remember, they still have GA for a little bit, and it's going to be used out. 1 GA down, 200 gold for the cost of Baron. Not bad.
And of course, with the Artican, it's not even like you lose that Baron buff onto the one member that died there of Labrov. A little bit of pressure going to be seeded in this mid lane. Maybe Patrik can get the mid lane turret, but it feels like it is a very, very slim. Whatever it is.
Rakan is like the Timon of this, you know, of this conversation.
I thought it was going to be Sejuani meant to be on the other side.
Sejuani is Pumba, for sure. I don't know what Execute is. Wrong game, wrong movie franchise, just doesn't belong there. dead for a third time in this game, as bot turret is going to open up with that pick as well. And here's a Pantheon ult rolling through. SkewMond going to zone off and make sure Piggy goes nowhere. Pumba needs to start singing now. SkewMond blocking some damage from Patrik is nice, but it's all for the turret. Send him away with Cap's ulti as well as Labrov. A good dodge as well, because the turret was going to kill it with that two-shot barrage.
G2.
Quick enough, so for Rogue, this could be so dangerous. Soul gone, Hansama might not be in, but he's going to be chasing down. Here's everyone jumping in. Pantheon Olden, Baron exposed and stolen! In front of SkewMond, Malrang stands no chance. A spear over the wall as well. Through the heart of Rogue, they run, but how far?
Well, we'll see. Caps doesn't have the wall anymore, but wants to put down that E. Does get hooked onto it.
And here comes the hero's entrance as well. Broken Blade. You're very much a hero here as Larssen tried to separate the pack, but G2 are going to chase him down. Caps is looking for yet another as he wants his first kill of the game, rather, and Broken Blade going to chase down the remnants. That is Adam. This game in the too hard basket, and with longer death time as a base, it's going to be tatters, if not destroyed completely.
It has felt so anti-fun for Rogue to play this game.
Yeah.
G2 have had a stranglehold, and they have not allowed Rogue vision, they have not allowed them team fights, they have not even allowed them the few objectives that they've really headed towards. G2, very clean, very dominant.
On to the Nexus turrets. I mean, Malrang's up in a second, Patrik up in 15. They're going to try anyway, and G2 have the the soul, so it might help with the low health bars as Adam's ulti did nothing, and Malrang, as he steps up to defend, might be trying to do a little bit more than something as G2 run away. They're not going to take this full 5-on-5 that's soon going to become as True Shot Barrage comes through, and too low on the mana as well. The game won't end yet. Keep the Rogue game time high.
Yeah, got to reach that 37-minute average, but Rogue are really limping at this point. It was really hard before for them to defend, and now with the crew.
You know, like, okay, maybe, you know, like first Baron spawns, you're already 13, 14k up. We had the Genji Hummer Life game that was like that as Larssen, he's going to get away, but Cap's
I don't know if he is.
Yeah, I mean, there's no chance, is there? He can do it himself. SkewMond tries to get involved, and with a 4 versus 5 now, SkewMond is now against the wall. Rogue might have an angle, but what angle is there? He's buying so much time. There's a hero's entrance. SkewMond is still alive. In goes Broken Blade, and yeah, SkewMond's going to die. They keep it a little bit competitive, but how do you kill Broken Blade as flying in to save the day as Hansama? And we're back to square one. Take a couple of kills to pad the stats. Hansama, he's going to end 4 kills up, open Nexus, and at 35 minutes, G2 make that slow burn, simmer out.
If you're a G2 coach, that is exactly what you want to see. That is textbook way to play that composition. There was no hope for Rogue once G2 got ahead, and you know, it's obviously sad to watch that if you're a Rogue fan, because it felt like they were choked out of the game. I think particularly once that one mistake happened with, weirdly, the pick onto Caps. It felt like opening up that bot lane turret, which Broken Blade took for free, and then later on losing the mid and the top lane as well. It felt like G2